Well, hello, dear viewer. 'Tis Uncle Jonah here again, sailing the seas of beer and hopefully providing you with some entertainment. And today I'm doing something slightly different. I'm doing a lager. Because I did get that box of lagers, predominantly lagers. There were some other things as well. For Christmas, which was really nice. I probably wouldn't conceive of buying that box purely because I'm not really a lager man. I do drink lager, like most people. Um, but yeah, we shall see what we have. And this is another one. I've done one before, I think, or maybe two. But anyway, we have got this one. It's interesting just from the name. I don't know if it's the way the Germans pronounce it, but Veltins, and it's Pilsener. It's not Pilsner, it's Pilsener. Pilsener. Why is it not focusing on there? Damn you. There we go. Pilsener. Pilsener. There we go. Brewery C&A Veltins Grevenstein, wherever that is. And I have seen this before. I've seen it on pumps, but I usually get it in cans over here, but I'm not sure if I've seen it for a while. So 33, obviously, 4.8%. It's got some interesting stuff. It's got a thing on the neck that says Veltins, which is cool. And in fact, oops, wrong way up, a cap, a branded cap, and even the beer cap, which is cool. It's not the Dutch cap, it's the German cap. Veltins Pilsener. Got the old, what do they call, Blade? Blade. Do you remember him? Wesley Snipes. That new guy it never seemed to pan out, did it? That new film. Will we ever see it? Don't know. Don't really care. The other thing was I wasn't sure what glass to use, so I'm using the Blue Moon just because it's long, and I don't know why, but I wanted a long. It's kind of like a lagery type vessel, but also it's quite a tall bottle. And I thought tall glass, tall bottle. Don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. So I have to be a bit careful because I think this is a nucleated bad boy. Oh, actually, it's not creating too much head, but I was worried that it might do. So let me go for a little bit more aggressive as we get up towards the top. There we go. Boom. And as is the way, I always give it a tap. One day the bottom's going to fall out of the glass and I will be crying in my beer, but not today. So look at that. Absolutely crystal. That is what you would call a bright beer in the old standard. We even got, I know it was a bit forced, but look, lovely white head. And because it's a lovely long glass, this perhaps was my thinking. You can see the bubbles like a kind of champagne going up. You know, that's why they have the champagne flutes. Back in the day, used to have a champagne bowl, which was a sort of flat kind of glass. But then they went to flutes, just so you could see the bubbles rising up. Really crisp, really clean. Maybe hint of lime on the nose. Getting a bit of that malty kind of action going on. And this, because this is a German beer, it is, well, some German beers these days don't, but the traditional beers still follow the Reinheitsgebot, which means this beer only has 4 ingredients and no additions. So we got the water, obviously, we've got the malt, we've got some hops in there, we've got yeast, and that is it. Nothing else added. And some of the craft breweries these days who call themselves craft because it's the new thing to call yourself craft beer. What does it actually mean? What does that mean? This beer, I'm 100% sure, is going to be a craft, an artisanal, however you pronounce it. Maybe it's in a big brewery, but it's had time, it's had human kind of interaction. Maybe not nowadays, but in the past, the recipe has. And for me, that's kind of the craft of beer, not necessarily what it's brewed in. Anyway, cheers and beers, dear viewer. Let us see what we get from this bad boy. Goes down lovely and smooth. As soon as you swallow, you get that maltiness. Interestingly, and I've been saying this for a while, interestingly, some beers that have been in the fridge, and this one has, you get that kind of carbon dioxide burn because the carbon dioxide has reabsorbed into the beer. And I usually associate that with lager. When you drink lager too fast, you get that burn in the back of your throat, or at least I do. This doesn't have that. So they've got the carbonation level really, really good. And I'm pretty sure this is a nucleated glass. And you can see the gas is coming out, but it's not insane. Pardon me, he says as he burps. But I'm not getting that carbon dioxide burn, which is cool because I always tend that gives, it messes with your palate. Damn it, I still got this cold going. This is the fifth week now I've had this cold. It's only just clinging on now. It is on the way out, but my God, it was awful. Might be norovirus or SARS or COVID or man flu, the worst of them all. Right, let's continue. So like I say, very clean, not too sharp, not too bitter, which is nice, pretty mellow. They've got the balance quite nicely right. It's not obscenely hopped. Obviously, this is not a pale ale, a modern one that's hopped to within an inch of its life. This puts the hops in essentially for two reasons. One, to give a little bit of bitterness to balance the sweetness, which is really good. It's not really giving too much flavour. I'm sure it's a noble hop of some kind in here. It is giving a little bit of kind of green, a tiny bit of kind of limey. I don't even want to say citrus because it's not. It's just that kind of aftertaste, just on the aftertaste of lime. But very, very balanced beer. Nice. Which traditional lagers usually are. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They are what they are. Some lagers taste a bit more malty. Some are a bit hoppy, to be perfectly honest. Wow, there is some carbonation in there. But yeah, really nice, easy drinking beer. I would love to be sitting next to a German river. I'm not sure exactly where Veltins are. Hmm, who knows? I know Germany, but where in Germany? I don't know. I was trying to think of the river, the Rhine, I guess is the one. Sitting there having a buxom lass serve me a beer with maybe a pretzel and a sausage or something. Maybe that says more about me than the normal German people. Oh, I have to say that was really nice. It is what it is. Some people say, and I guess I'm full foul of this, that lagers are boring, and they kind of are in a weird way. But when you get a really good one, and this label out has actually won awards in the beer cup, I believe it is the World Beer Cup. So this is one of the good ones. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think. It has been slightly shorter than normal review, but that's because um, when things are, how should we say, simple, there's not as much to talk about. But really clean, crisp beer, I enjoyed that one. And I'm sure that's not going to break the bank either. This has been Uncle Jonah drinking beer, drinking lager this time, for your entertainment. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Remember to drink some beer, but not too much. You don't want to get in trouble. And I'll be back for another beer review, and that's going to come up real soon.